Hey guys, before I start, just like to say apologies for the shaky cam because I'm using my iPhone. Today I just wanted to do a sort of a deck build video on my Awesome Hero deck, which is totally awesome combined with Masked Heroes and Elemental Heroes. Alright, so we'll get right into it. In this build I run 3 Bubble Man. He's the main man on the deck. Pretty standard with him. Then I run 3 Shadow Mist. Now I've seen some builds running 2 Shadow Mist, but I found the consistency to be slightly off. So I would run 3. 2 Summoner Monk for the special summons. Any more than, well, 1's not enough, and I found I go into 2 plenty of times, so I definitely run that. 2 of the little goldfish himself, very handy for getting out your Bubble Man or any sort of level 4 special summon. I run 2, not 3, purely for consistency, and 1 Berg. He's pretty good because you can search him off Rhoda. Again, another level 4 special summon, and XZ material. Alright, so go to the spells. 3 Mask Change. Apologies. 3 Mask Change, which is pretty standard for getting out your Masked Heroes, your Dank Lore, and your Acid. 3 Hero Lives for getting out your Mist, or Bubble Man, I mean, if you really had to. 3 E-Call, search your hero, pretty straightforward. Now, I run 3 Pot of Desires. I was running 2, but then I bumped it up to 3 and found I could consistently go into Neg 13 many more times as opposed to running 2. Most times you banish both off it, sometimes you don't. By the way, I wouldn't recommend going into the bloody thing more than once in one match unless you're really running out of cards and you're desperate. 1 Rhoda to search off any Elemental Hero or Berg as well. 2 Twins for bloody Pendulums and back row. I main 2 Twin mostly because I'd say more than half my matchups are bloody Metal Foes. And Cleese as well. What is it, Metal Foe Clee? I think, yeah, that's the build. 3 Instant Fusion because you want to be seeing this a lot to get at your Norden, because of course you can recycle Norden off your Toad if you really want to. I found that's really good in case you accidentally, well, not accidentally, but you know, unfortunately drawn to maybe 2 of this thing at once. You can recycle Norden off Frog off in a gate, and then just go into it again. And 1 Raigeki. Regarding the Raigeki, it's good for field clearance, but I do side it out consistently for certain other things, but it's just good for field clearance. And as you are all well aware, I don't run Dark Hole, just the 1 Raigeki. And now onto the traps. I run 2 Dimensional Barrier. The thing speaks for itself. It's just incredible. You stop pendulums, rituals, synchros, fusions, whatever you need, mainly being XCs and pendulums, and of course if there's any XCs in the field, then effects are negated. 3 Strike. This bad boy just comes in handy for everything you could possibly need. I would run 3. I was considering running 3 Barrier, but I found 2 to be consistent, but definitely 3 Strikes. 1 Warning for special summons and general scenarios you might need. I run 1 Bottomless and 1 Floodgate for Rafflesia. 1 Evac. I found that it saves you just at the right time. You might be able to spin back that pain in the ass XE or any sort of, you know, pendulum monster that might be a problem. And 1 Vanities for pendulums and special summons. It can brick you a little bit. Obviously, you can play it right, but it's more of a help than a hindrance, I'd say. The extra deck, we have 1 Norden. Well, Norden's a staple. He's probably going to get banned in the next format. What is it? What are we? January 2017. So the format's probably going to hit somewhere between February and March. But, you know, GG, Co-Money, whenever the hell that's supposed to happen. So only 1 of him. I run the Bahamut Shark and the Toad combo. I do have, there it is, the second Bahamut, and somewhere in here the second Toad. Some builds run 3-toed, but I found with Bahamut, you don't need to run 3. I mean, I would never, even the scenarios never come up where I would have gone to 3. But you can definitely get 2 on board if you have 2 Bahamut, but I wouldn't want to waste resources like that. One of the Luminescent Knight. Good if you don't have your Tibalt Man or your Tin Fish and whatnot. Obviously, detach 1 redirects the effect of one specific target. Situational but helpful. 2 of your apologies, I didn't order my XCs properly. 2 Dankor, because of course it stops a search once per turn, and anything he hits the grave is banished, so great for any scenario. 1 Acid, because he's basically bloody heavy storm, and you can get him off a Bubble Man. And lowers the attack points of anything that's still on the field. 1 Dragon Spider, because he's a bloody monster reborn. It's amazing. 2600, 2 water, detach 1, lose 1000 points of a very monster on the field on the opposite side. And as I said, he dies. Bloody monster reborn. You can target anything you need to. 1 Rafflesia, just standard XC material. The old Utopia combo, because I mean, if you have it, might as well run it. And Anki for, not often will I go for a search of Anki of Mask Change. You know, blowing up a monster and then searching, but he is good with the. If you had 2 Mask Change, you could play into Dankor and then go into Anki if you had to. And finally, the sides. Apologies for the video again, guys. You side 1 Storming. I was running 2 Storming, but I cut it out just because for consistency. But it does prove to be helpful at times, depending if I'm playing in like a mirror match or something. 2 Max C for Pendulums and Heroes. I draw into Max C a lot. I'm just pretty lucky, but I found it is very helpful. 2 Kaiju. Now, I know Kaiju doesn't really operate well in this build, but I've been fortunate enough in my experience to draw into him quite consistently, and it gets anything you need off the board. 3 System Down for those pesky bloody ABCs and a bloody Dragon Buster. I run 3, I know some run 2, but if I found running 3 to be more helpful than a hindrance, again, not bricking and whatnot. 2 Magical Spring. There are other alternatives as well, but I've found that stopping Metal Foes from popping themselves to be a massive pain in the ass for the old Pendulum player. And you get a draw for it, obviously you discard what you need to off the effect, but if you happen to have Mist in hand, and you haven't used her effect, you ditch it off Magical Spring and you get a Search of Bubble Man to +1. And then finally 2 Anti-Spell, obviously pretty standard side deck for the meta. I don't see Magical Spring as much, but this obviously will stop Pendulums, and I've come across many Pendulum players and I've just, flipped this and they've gone, nah, shit, alright, cool. So to blow up 1, draw into 2, oh, well, sorry. So that would be my deck profile, guys. Apologies for the video, it's my first deck profile. Be as savage as you want, but give me your feedback, and I'll catch you next time. Hopefully next time I'll do Paleozoic Frogs. Catch you.